easier character. I'll say it.
Yeah.
Like, he is so whack. I want to see what he's able to do here because he has so many options. And speaking of options, Ice Climber is a super rare character to see on stream. You're talking about character obscurity. This is not something that we see very often. KnockoutJoe trying to send him straight to the blast zone. Does he have the 0 to death to confirm off of this? We will see.
Yeah, obviously the whole key to this matchup is just making sure you can separate those two Ice Climbers. It's the divide and conquer method.
Absolutely, it's been that way since Brawl.
Yep.
Since Melee, things do not change.
Yeah, you could try to fight both of them at the same time,
I don't recommend
why
it.
would you? Yeah, I don't. I wouldn't do that.
Have you tried scrapping with 2 people at once?
Yeah,
how did that work out for you? Not a good idea.
You are not John Wick. That is not going to end well for you.
Exactly.
It is not going to end well for you. And luckily, the boomerang does actually,
This might be a shield break.
Yeah, that's good recognition, knowing to back up from that. Don't try to challenge it. If someone's smothering you with the move, don't try to fight it. Get out of the way. Move. Avoid
what
that.
I'm liking from Majestic is his use of platforms here. A very common strategy since Brawl and Melee as well has been to just air camp the climbers.
Yep. And Young Link, luckily being very fast, very mobile, dash attack.
Fast, mobile, and super safe moves on shield as well.
Nice. Go for that arrow confirm, dash attack.
All right, the climbers are split up. This is the objective. He needs to confirm off of this. All right, there we go. That's going to be the first stock coming in from Majestic. Only at 60%. Not bad.
Yeah, this is actually pretty good, too. Beat, this is so good. It separates both of them. Does drop the combo. Doesn't get that back air. But for that grab, ends up getting 1 climber. Boomerang. Nope, that's all right. Luckily, he gets the final hit of that side beat. If they're already like desyncs and you get hit by one of them, you're in for a water hurt.
Oh, absolutely. If they have the confirms down, it's over.
Yeah, you're in trouble.
We have a couple of good Ice Climbers in Georgia. When I tell you they hit you once with that side B, if the desync's over, it's it. That's it. It's a wrap.
You're losing that stock. Don't even try to FDI. Oh, luckily not desync just quite yet. Forward smash, dropping
ripping
that
the
shield.
second hit, thinking he was going to go for the mix-up on shield. No, to rip the second one. And 2 stocks up versus Young Link. This character is fast and has very good zoning tools. It's going to be hard for him to close this gap, but you cannot count a true 0 death character out.
Yeah, I'm not seeing a lot of... Oh, okay. The desyncs were coming, but luckily for Majestic Soul, nothing too crazy at the moment. Like, they're not really chasing them down too well, but as I'm saying that, does get that nice forward air. Now, the Popo has the normal hitbox, but Nana's the one that has that spike hitbox. So, really good stuff coming on from KnockoutJoe for recognizing that he can use the hitbox to his advantage.
Absolutely, but as you say that, he is at 80%, and this is looking rough to begin already. The bomb absolutely walling out because you know that he also wants to approach with the side B there as well, but the bomb being on the floor making that so much more difficult.
Oh, back up, hold on, back up. Oh, chill. Let it chill for a little bit. Using that down B, putting that boy Young Link on ice. Very smart play.
Absolutely. Wait a minute.
Well, okay.
At Legendary, we're going to be letting these blizzards fly, but this Battlefield pick, honestly, paying dividends for him because he has been escaping to the top platform from so many of these situations. What a good choice from Souls here.
Yep. Playing near that ledge, going to try to take as much control of the stage as possible. Call him Sokka because that boomerang does come back.
Absolutely.
Yes, oh, have to be careful. Fire arrow.
All right, is he going to come back now, though? That's the real question. The Blizzard beating out the boomerang.
Going for these D-things finally. Okay. But not able to get to the face of Young Link, and obviously that's going to be where that struggle is. So Young Link has fire arrows, he has that boomerang, has that nair, and he has that up air to seal that stock and go on to game number 2.
And this is what I was talking about. Young Link's options are so oppressive. This character always has a way to always have a button out.
Yep.
He's almost like Ness in the way that you always have to be afraid of him hitting something at every single moment. It is rare that you can hit so many buttons that you are capable of fighting both Nana and Popo at the same time because of how safe your buttons are.
Yeah, and you would think to yourself, oh, you would want more range from like either Adult Link or... No, Two Link has like probably a little bit less range, but it's actually the opposite because Young Link has options to escape from those scenarios because once Ice Climbers locks you down, then you're in trouble.
Oh yeah, but once they get their hands on you, it's like it's the meme, the Ricky, when I catch you, Ricky, you're in the infinite Tsukuyomi.
No,
that's literally.
That's how it feels to catch Young Link, period. Like when I get my hands on you, boy.
Exactly.
When I get my hands on you.
When he gets his hands on you, the problem is he was not getting his hands on him.
Yeah, you're not getting
the whole set.
You're not getting much, unfortunately.
Let's see how he's able to adjust this game too. I would love to see a pick where there is not a top platform. I think he was really getting hurt. And speak of the devil.
No, this is the scrapper stage, bro. This is the stage that the close quarters combat fiends love going
right
for.
now.
Back air, it's a back air and a dash attack.
All right, but he's willing to fight it out. He's proving that right now, trying to keep them at this ledge here.
I mean, I don't know if you know this, but this was the For Glory stage. This is
back in the day,
yeah,
wait, For Glory, yep.
I'm just
back when the Wi-Fi was actually okay, Nintendo save us.
Yeah, back when it low-key was, but it wasn't. Back when they were like, you know, we're just gonna like zone you out for like ever and ever, and you're not gonna be able to do much about that. So, didn't get to confirm, but
fighting out. This is already looking a lot closer than that first game 1 was, and it's because he has no platform to escape to, and he is forced to fight his way out of the corner. But fight his way out, he will do.
Has to be careful.
All right, wait a minute.
Oh!
Okay, the follow-up was so good, trying to have Nana come and support him there, but just not fast enough to catch up with Youngling.
As someone that does play one of the Links, the number one thing that Link players are looking for is they want you to jump. If you jump, we can nair you, we can forward air you, as we saw him clean out with that first stock over there. We love it when you jump. When you stay grounded, that's when it gets a little bit more difficult, because even though they are fast, you know, you're kind of like stationary. You're not like Sandlash, you're not like, you know, Fox or Falco or Wolf, or those projectiles. You can move with them. You know, you can only really move with Boomerang, and that's it, or bombs.
Right.
So you're mostly just staying a little bit stationary.
Link wants you to commit to your movement first.
Yep, before.
That is his main goal, right?
Yep, if you stay still and you hold grounded, then you're good. So hopefully we can see Knockout kind of just like walk up and shield a little bit more. Walk up and shield, really playing that
Just seem to be doing it
range.
right now. He is sending Nana back to the orphanage. It is a solo brother now.
Yeah, this is, you are by yourself playing a single player again.
It is rough. And honestly, that entire stock, I think he took maybe like 20%. It is looking good for Souls here.
Yeah, they started off in the red, and they're still in the red right now. All right, finally getting that up into the up air.
We need to see some heavy hits. If you're going to have a neutral that's kind of lacking like it is right now for KnockoutJoe, you need to be making your hits count.
Yeah, respectfully, we're not seeing a lot of D6. We're not seeing a lot of those combos come out. Even if it's, you know, takes a while for it to get done. Once Ice Climbers has you, you should be dead.
Absolutely, because we're seeing how much Souls is winning neutral, right?
Yeah.
He's winning neutral time and time again, like 20 times a stock, right? However, if one of these times we were to mess up and he was able to get the 0 to death, it would make all the difference. It's why we're seeing the rise of Luigi like we are right now, because he'll lose neutral over and over again. But when he gets in, that's how it should be right now. And that's just not what's panning out right now.
It's like I really want KnockoutJoe to work on their confirms. That's going to be a confirm like that. We'll definitely do it. So now we're going on to game number 3.
That is going to be the difference maker. I did like the stage pick. It did absolutely help because objectively, it did go better than the first game. That is a stage
step 1 Ice Climbers should be playing on.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Where if you're forced to scrap with them, do you want to be forced to scrap with 2 people that you can't escape from?
Yep.
No, you don't. But what we need to see a whole lot more of is execution off of these combos, as well as more shielding on the ground. Because at the end of the day, although Youngling has all these suppressive projectiles, these aerials and stuff, he still has tether grab. Right? And if you can just execute and force him to whip some of these moves on the ground, you could get so many big punishes off. But we're just not seeing any of that yet.
Not to mention, problem with Youngling as well is when you get him, he doesn't have much ways of escaping. Like, his double jump isn't that high.
That's true.
It's not that high. Once you got him, he doesn't have a lot of ways of escaping unless he has like a bomb in his hand, or he tries to like nair or down air, you know, out of a bad situation. So Ice Climbers, for sure, can capitalize on that, but we're just not seeing a lot of these combos work out for them.
Absolutely. I just realized this man's name is Unk. Maybe his hands can't handle it.
Not Unk, bro.
Not Unk.
No,
Unk can't do the combos. It's okay.
This might be a melee Ice Climbers.
Right, this is melee Ice Climbers.
Look at that. Hey!
All right. This might be a spike. Not quite. Doesn't get the desync that he needs. Nana's cheering on her brother instead of confirming off the throw. Things you hate to see.
Again, most scenarios, an Ice Climbers that knows the desyncs, you'd be, like you said, you'd be
absolutely dead there.
You'd be dead
okay, that's the freeze. Probably going to go into the up smash
there
here.
We go!
All right, that is the stock coming in for
There we go!
All
more
right.
of that. We need more of that. Give us more of that. There
no longer sleeping at the wheel. Get the desync combo, 75%. Now he can slow down this game and play at his pace if he wants to.
Yeah, that's what we've been waiting for. We need more of those.
Exactly. You know how long I've been waiting for this.
Woo!
About to make a name for himself
right here. Yes, sir. 100%. Not too bad right now. He's gonna jump. He does jump, but luckily for them, does back up. But
that stock lead went nowhere. Unfortunate.
Yeah, he didn't really make up a lot for that. Boomerang.
Good from Souls, though, to keep his composure after going down in the set for the first time. Right? just maintaining his pressure with these boomerang, these projectiles, and forcing him to make these unsafe options.
Oh, trying to go for a little of a back air train over there, but not going to work out. They do have more percent, but as I say that, it's going to get down thrown into that back air. Speaking of confirms, bro, Majestic Souls is so
no, he's on it. And honestly, the way he's playing makes it look like he actually has some Ice Climbers experience because he is knowing when to get these shields out in order to not get reversal by the second climber. That's so important.
Yeah, and I like seeing the decision making when it comes to like, should I attack the Nana or Popo? If he already has Nana in a position where they really can't do much, he's good. But for now, when he has the solo climber, he's like, yeah, I can just kind of take my time and play however I want to.
That just went through. That's really funny. All right, Sopo, here we go.
Uh-oh. Okay. Really, there's not a lot of things that they
if you were Unk and you came from that era with shoot at, but no, not going to be able to come through with the Sopo like needed to, and just like that, his lead is so far gone.
Yeah, not looking too great for the Ice Climbers on potentially their last game and winners if they can't figure this out right now.
Absolutely. KnockoutJoe might be knocked into the loser's bracket. Nana absolutely getting the hands put on her. Golly, sending her back to the orphanage. This is so terrible. Nana's taking so much damage. Even if Unk is able to get this kill, Nana is going to be gone so soon. He has split them up so well on separate sides of the stage.
And KnockoutJoe has some like really solid results. They made 65th at Warehouse War 4. Ended up making 25th out of 113 people at Chill Out 2. So they have the results. Perhaps this is just a bad matchup that they're not familiar with. Maybe
matchup
like
inferiority is the Reaper of all souls in Ultimate. It doesn't matter who you play.
In this game especially, because that forward air gonna go ahead and take him out, send him to losers.
3-0 and a handshake, just like that, sending him off to losers. And you're right, and we were just talking about that obviously. Ultimate doesn't really have bad like they're bad characters, but the worst character, who is in my opinion Ganon, is still like a 5 out of 10.
Bro,
like, he has tools.
You put Ganondorf in like Smash 4, he's like low-key high tier.
Right, yeah.
He's
actually an okay character. You can get some stuff done.
Yep.
But in this game, it's just not gonna quite cut it, and you need to be familiar with